Hey guys, how is everybody? We're live already. We started a minute early. Can you check to make sure the sound's right? Because we are right under this vent.
It's pretty loud, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's see if they can hear us.
We're
okay.
good.
Hey guys.
Hopefully they can hear us.
Can you
okay.
hear that vent? A minute early. Yeah. Can you check to make sure?
I don't know because I still hear it now.
Yeah. I think we're okay.
I think we're okay.
Don't let us know. Ahoy, ahoy there, Mage. How are you, buddy? Michael, took 2 separate deliveries over the course of the weekend, but finally all my boxes have arrived. That's awesome. Hey, Ricky.
Yo, yo.
Who's that first guy? Texas had to be rigged. Dude, you don't know the half of it. It was all rigged. The fan is loud for sure. Sorry. I don't know how to turn that off. I can hear you, but the fan is intrusive. Hold on just a minute. Let me try something.
So you made it back safe and sound, huh, Noor?
Yeah, we did. Very tired, but made it.
How was your trip out there?
It was good. Had a layover. So the first one was 2 flights. Where'd you go? 4:30. Went to Chicago and then went down. So we were tired when we got there, Southwest. Yeah. Flew into Love Field. But we got it done.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys all had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
There's nowhere in this room I can go to get rid of that.
Got the invisible man over here.
Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I hope that's not too awfully. Let me try this. Is that any better? Hey, Eric, how are you? Scott Flint says, hi, Noor.
Thanks,
Hi,
Scott.
Phil. Yeah, the creative mastermind. I noticed you never show up to play any tournaments with those creative decks. You know, you're more than welcome to show up once in a while and try to play. John says, sounds good. AC is a bit loud and a slight echo. That was probably just Phil because he turned up his volume to see if you guys could hear us okay. Next week we'll be back in our regular room. Hey Josh, how are you, buddy? So good seeing you again. Glad you made it out. Did you leave early on Sunday like the rest of us? Ricky says Doug's just lucky he didn't have to play me again in the top 8. Actually, Ricky, I think you got lucky when you beat me.
Ricky, what'd you play this time?
Thanks, Lawrence. Good to see you in the chat, man. Wish you'd have been in Texas. Had a lot of fun.
Hi, Lawrence. What'd Ricky play?
I don't know. Really crappy deck. I don't know how he won any games with it.
That New Warriors deck again?
No. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. But in the last hand, he ventured 2 for the win. And I duped on an ex-baby's avoid 1 attack. So he knew not to attack Beyonder, and he won the venture by 2. And my last card's an avoid.
An avoid that you couldn't use.
Yeah, and I couldn't get him to knock out anybody, so he had to attack Beyonder. So that's how he ended up beating me. If I'd have survived that hand, for him, I'm really proud of him and Justin, man. They've come a long way.
Yeah.
They're both very good players. He played Enforcers, Marauders, Holocaust, and Wonder Woman in Reserve. Yep, that's right. Hey, John, how are you?
No, 8.
Yep, now Noor and I are both got our invites to the Nats.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Phil? You got an invite to the Nats?
I'll be there for sure.
Huh?
I'll be there easily.
What are you going to do, buy-in?
Probably. So his 8's in reserve.
Yeah, I think...
He shouldn't have won any games with that.
I'm telling you. He played Corey, and Corey said he didn't draw a single 8 until Corey knocked out the Enforcers and Wonder Woman moved to the front line.
Yeah, I'm sure he's playing like flip-flop event or something. I know the Enforcers can flip-flop to the reserve.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do. Or probably did most of the time.
Soak up the hits with Vertigo.
Yeah, I never let him get Vertigo and play on me. He kept me gay. I learned my lesson at the Champs 2 years ago. You don't let Ricky play Vertigo.
Yeah, he's probably Vertigo and then trying to move into Holocaust and Tucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Ricky. You were the number 1, and Justin was number 2. It was great to see you guys at the top of the list.
Yeah. Lucky I didn't show up, Ricky.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Sean. Blessed by the gods, Wonder Woman's special is a lot better, and that's what Ricky actually got to play it on me, and he went back and got an Enforcer special.
Now he can
Get any
special.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be played by her. It actually does what the card says, which is hilarious that it wasn't always that way.
Yeah.
Noor played the Cadillac again on Saturday. He went 4-3 with it. That was pretty cool. Hey, Brett, how are you? You're still waiting on your cards, Brett? Man. Ricky says there's more tricks you're not thinking of, Phil.
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, he went 6-1 with it, so he had a really good day. Hey, Brian, how are you? It was a lot of fun. Coy made top 8 both days. I was really happy for him.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah. So he ended up losing to Robert in single limb on Saturday.
Yeah, he said he was betting 2 for the win at one point.
He bet 2 for the win a lot of times throughout the day and still managed to lose the games.
Really?
Yeah, he struggles to put them away. We got to work with him on that. Ricky says he's got the Matricore battle site built it Friday night. That's hilarious. Wow. I thought I made last minute decisions. The mage says, I will have to try the new Feminazi deck, Joan of Arc, Wonder Woman, Victory Harbin, and Black Widow. Victory Harbin is nice. I like her. I don't know how she'll convert over with these new cards, but that is a deck that does sound interesting. Hey, Doug Taylor. I appreciate that. Always repping the Dougs. I appreciate it. Thanks for the congrats. Hey, Brian, thank you, man. It was a lot of fun. I hated to beat Justin the way that I did. We had a 15-minute championship game in less than 2 whole hands.
I watched it.
Did you? Was you watching it live?
Yeah, I did, but I was trying to get a confirmation of when it was starting. Couldn't get one. You said you thought around 7:15.
Yeah.
But then I got on about 7:18. You were already betting for the win.
What? Did I get on that fast?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So I tried to shoot a text, say, "Are you starting yet? Are you starting yet?" And neither you or Keffer responded, so I was like,
I couldn't
I'm just going to
because
pop
my
on.
phone was the camera.
Right.
You should have gotten Corey involved.
I tried to send a group text, but nobody was answering. That's all
Yeah,
right.
sorry.
I did pick it up. I saw the no teammate event in play, and I saw you were already venturing for the win.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. Thank you, Michael. Joe Peter says, no hobgoblin, much disappointment. Like I said, Joe, I didn't think I could do that deck justice after what you did with it. You and Carl. It would have been nice if somebody else would have tried.
Did Carl play Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he made top 8. Should have made top 8, but I think he lost his play-in game, which we won't get into that much. John says he's still waiting for his retail Kickstarter. What? Wow, that's awful. Awful. Wombulance. Well, we will get you a Wombulance. That's awful that you don't have that yet.
Yeah, I don't think Canada's going to get theirs for a while, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah, Sean says him and Marcel are still waiting.
Yeah.
Gus is limbo. Fortunately, there will be no more Kickstarters, according to Joe. But if something happens and there is a Kickstarter, Sean and Marcel, you need to use an American address.
Just bring them to your meets at the border.
Hey, Phil, how are you? Did you miss anything good? It's all good on this channel. I don't know what you're talking about. Why you ask that?
Welcome, Phil.
No big announcements or anything, if that's what you mean. We're just talking a little bit about Friday and Saturday's games. How'd you like playing the Cadillac against the new cards?
It was good. I liked it.
Tony from
It did not feel like I was at a disadvantage at any point. The Cadillac did its thing. I think the times I lost, it either came down to time or dupes. I didn't feel like I struggled too much. My record doesn't show it, but
You were 4-3.
yeah,
Your losses were to pretty good players.
yeah.
Did you dupe a lot?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah, the times I lost was a lot of times dupes.
Is that Tony Phone? Is that you, Richard? I don't recognize that name. I bet that's Richard or his buddy. Brian says, waiting on mine too. Got to help Larry sort a case. Man, I tell you, sorting those cards, it's not so bad in this because you get a whole stack of one character.
Just put it to the
It's
side.
2 stacks and a few cards.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah, that's nice. He says, I never had any problems in the past with US-based Kickstarters. The only real issue here is the lack of a tracking number. Normally I can see where the shipment is at, but we're in the dark here. In this day and age, not generating a tracking number at shipment is like unbelievable that that's happening. So, I mean, we can't blame Lazarus for this, just so everyone knows this is all Cardio.
Oh, they can't get the tracking numbers.
They say they've been trying to reach out to Cardio to get the tracking numbers, and they're not forwarding them onto them.
Wow.
But even then, Cardio should be sending out tracking numbers. It should be automated. Universe's game uses Cardio to ship out all of their store price support. Every time they ship out price support, I get an email that it's on the way. Then I get an email saying, hey, this was just delivered. So it's really, really weird that these tracking numbers aren't going out. Andrew Taylor says, still waiting as well. I'm sure they'll appear any day.
Don't feel bad. I'm still waiting too.
Yeah, for an all different reason. Carl's not in the chat, but if he'd have gave them to me, I'd have brought them back for you.
Yeah, it might have been too much time you include all the sleeves and whatever
Oh, I wouldn't have brought all that.
other stuff you get.
I couldn't have brought all the sleeves and
so
the
you might as well
play
just-
mats.
Might as well just have them ship it all at once.
Yeah. Brett, there was no shipping notifications to anybody. The only way to get a tracking number was if you have USPS informed delivery, which tells you everything that's coming to you, and then you can see it coming. Mine was delivered UPS, and I had no idea UPS was bringing it. It just showed up.
They're shipping them through random companies.
Well, I don't know what you mean by random, but it's either UPS or USPS. I haven't heard of anybody getting one through FedEx, but I wouldn't.
But I mean, how do they know if you're getting UPS or USPS?
Yeah, you
It
don't.
was just randomized.
Yeah. Well, it's probably based on weight. I would think all the retailer levels went out on UPS, but at this point, who knows? It's crazy. Oh my gosh, Brian's got a tracking number. It's in Texas. It's the 2nd. Yeah, that reminds me. There was a meme. Is Keith in the chat today?
No, I don't see it.
I'm gonna pull that up and put it up here for everyone to see. It was so funny. Come on.
Ricky said he got a tracking number through UPS, but he thinks he signed up for it.
Yeah, you can do it through UPS. What the heck is this? There we go. This is so funny. Our address here at the store is not eligible for informed delivery or the UPS or the I don't think FedEx either, where you can get those automatic notifications. And I asked the postman about it, and he said that he didn't know that we weren't eligible for it. It's probably something to do with the size of the building.
Yeah.
But who knows? Let's go over here to OBS. Let's add an image. Since we're talking about tracking issues, this was posted in, I think, both Facebook. I don't know. I didn't. Maybe it's just in the Discord. Downloads. That one. Okay. I need to shrink that down just a minute.
New location.
Yeah, it's a new location. It's got a great inherent ability.
You will not get a tracking.
Yeah, each time your opponent plays a card which would allow them to draw additional cards from the draw pile, they must wait until the next battle to do so. It's like, and there are so many tracking numbers that have been in Buda, Texas since May the 2nd. It's unreal. Corey's is there, and he just filed a report with the USPS for a lost package. I noticed somebody else did that too. They posted it. But I just thought that location was hilarious. like I said, I think it was Keith Hartman that did that. So that was pretty funny. I loved it. I just don't understand. Somebody said they even called that post office, talked to somebody. But we shall see if anything comes of it. It's just ridiculous that they haven't shipped everything at this point and sent out tracking numbers. But I mean, I know it's over 700 backers, but still. And to have a tracking number on May 2nd and 10 days later, you still can't see any movement on it. There's an issue there.
Yeah, something wrong.
Yeah, I don't get it. Hey guys, we got 23 viewers. If a couple more of you would like to like the stream, that would be nice. We're at 6.
Give us a like, Marcel. Welcome to the podcast.
Well, I bet Marcel's not here. He's probably afraid we'll talk about the cars.
Just popped in.
What?
Yep.
I don't. Oh well.
You're on delay.
Yeah, I'm on that delay. Hey Marcel, how are you?
You're just like the cards.
Yeah.
Delayed.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see the chat here. That's this one, Ducks. Let's see. Oops.
Doug Sims Particles. Is what he's calling it?
Yep, the Sims Particles came through. I loved it. I had a whole lot of fun. And the Game Master says still no movement. Investigation time. Right. If you guys haven't seen any movement by now, you need to contact the USPS and tell them you think you got a lost.
They might be back there playing with them.
That's funny. Thank you, Marcel. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. But I had 3 top 8s last year and couldn't make it. But I pulled it off this
You've
time.
never seen so many Wicked Witch bookmarkers.
Brett says, tiny post office got 12 pallets of overpowered playing cards and is wondering what the heck is going on. Yeah, they might be overwhelmed, Brett. That's a good point.
the biggest community of overpower around now.
Yeah. They're all in Buda, Texas, playing cards all night long. Game Master. I like the I Survived Buda, Texas 2025 t-shirt. You know those are going to be for sale eventually.
You gonna make them?
I wouldn't be surprised if Ron does, and I will buy one if he does. Ron, if you're listening, I will buy that. Yeah, that location is hilarious. No, we will not, Brian. Man, I missed some here. I gotta go back up here. Wow, how did I miss that many? Michael says there are 2 tracking numbers. The first one I was following, and that arrived Saturday in Short. The second label said it was still in Texas, but then it arrived today. It's weird. It happens a lot with the post office. There's a lot of times we ship stuff, and people say, I didn't get my stuff. They quit moving at the post office and said, wait till tomorrow and see, and then all of a sudden it shows up. Hey, Patty Crypto, how are you? Yours just showed up an hour ago. Cracking packs while you listen. That's awesome. I hope you get all the good stuff. Ricky says, UPS notified me when I was shipping. I think I signed up for that.
That's funny, Marcel.
What?
He said it'd be like, what's next? Crystal Clear Pepsi. That's too old for you, Noor.
Yeah, Noor don't know what that's about. Crystal Clear Pepsi, what? Brent Cox, I've been playing OP since before the Buda incident. That's a good one, too. I don't think anyone from Ohio is going to Peace Bridge that I know of.
I will be there.
You will be?
Yeah.
We'll be at Origins. Somebody... I missed something. Oh, Ricky says there's a 12% chance of being at Peace Bridge.
Is that a 1 and 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
1 and 2 somewhere in there?
Yeah, he said that he didn't think he was going to make it. He may show up at Origins.
I think Howard said he had 22 or 23 confirmed players.
Yeah.
He said 10 of them are new guys.
You guys?
New to the game, yeah.
Wow. All right. Scott said you missed all my comments. Did I finally get banned? Yeah, you're on mute.
Auto delete.
I think we were supposed to start advertising for Origins this week. I don't know if we're going to make it or not. I've been talking with Ron about that. They don't have a social media person right now or something. And we're going to wait and see how long it takes them to get one. hey, start advertising after they find somebody so that we can work in tangent, and share each other's ads.
Why don't you give us a recap of your big day on Saturday?
Oh, man.
Can you remember?
Not much. I was so tired. I went 5-2. I lost to Ricky and Justin.
Okay.
Justin beat me when he ventured 5.
It was a big event.
Yeah. He did. It wasn't the no specials event.
No energy icons.
Yes. Yep. And I just had nothing to attack with.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ricky pulled it off just because I duped on the avoid on Beyonder, and so he knew not to attack. The other games went pretty well, and then when I got into single elimination, I played Derek. Derek was like behind the 8 ball right from the first hand.
Dupes.
Yeah, I think he had 1 dupe, but he didn't have a lot of good cards.
Yeah.
I played Robert in Swiss, and just kind of overpowered him after the KO event.
Who'd he KO? Brute.
I don't remember. Just remember I won.
Yeah, Brute, Hercules, Heroes, and I think Spider-Woman. Him and Keffer shared the same deck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did KO the Beast.
Okay.
And that one was recorded, so it will be on the stream somewhere at some point, hopefully. He had a setup that was phenomenal. Rob came in and set it up and recorded it.
Oh, really?
Wasn't doing live stream, and I don't think he wanted to do live stream for whatever reason. But it was phenomenal. He had 3 cameras, one looking right down and one over each player's shoulder.
Was this for LRG?
No, just on his own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just wanted to do it, so he came in and set it up, and it was incredibly nice. We talked a little bit. He probably had over $1,000 in that setup between the cameras and all the equipment, probably closer to $1,500. It was nice. It was all on. It was a little bit more than a 6-foot table. He had some kind of carriage that went up and across that he could mount the camera. All 3 of the cameras were posted up there, looking down on everything. It was awesome. And I got to play on there a couple of times.
Is he coming to Columbus?
He probably will. We'll see. I'm not sure when. His wife wants to move back here,
Oh, really?
but he's got a really good job in Texas, so he didn't know if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I hope he comes back because he's a really good player, and I'd like to be able to play more with him. And
How'd the semifinals go with Rob in the second match?
yeah,
Kind of the same?
maybe even
Worse.
a little bit more. I don't think he was struggling. I don't even think I got the KO event that game, but it wasn't good for him most of the game. I was beating up on him quite a bit.
Yeah. What was your bigger event? No teammate or the KO?
Well, obviously against Justin, it was the no teammate because he had the Zorro 5 they used to attack or defend him or teammate.
Oh, was that a teammate card?
Yeah, and he had something else placed that said teammate,
Yeah, he had a teamwork.
and then he placed a teamwork.
Yeah.
And did he have an ally maybe?
I didn't see an ally, but he had 2 teamworks, one on Heroes, one on Zorro.
Yeah, that's what it was. So he had 3 cards placed at least that he couldn't play.
Yeah.
And then I ventured 4, and he drew 2 more teamworks that weren't playable. So when I threw a 7 that all he could do to defend it was with his 8, I still had a 7 and an 8, and the X-Bait was 6 plus 10, or 6 plus 4. So I still had a whole lot of venture left. He had nothing left he could attack with. So the KO event definitely turned games around.
Yeah.
They were not going in my favor.
Yeah, the only card he had that was fairly useful was the White Tiger.
Yeah.
And I saw you defended that with Holocaust Negate.
Yep. So most of my games were good. Nobody got blown out until that championship. I never beat anybody in 2 or 3 hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Until the championship game. But it was, I believe it was the only Beyonder deck there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anthony Anthony, are you in the chat? He did also run the KO event. He was running Super Patriot and Captain America in Reserve. So he KO'd Super Patriot, and then on my KO event, and then I ventured 3, and he drew his KO event. So we didn't get double KOs. We only did it one time. I'm sorry about that, Brian. It was shaky, I'm sure. It was set up at the last minute because the guys that were recording for Lazarus he left. I turned around, I said, let's go play outside, and it was gone.
Oh, you don't have a Scarlet Witch AI? Nor?
AI?
Discard a card? Opponent discard a card?
Phil Keffer says you need Scarlet Witch AI.
I was playing the Mandarin. Is what I was playing.
Oh, he's playing the Mandarin.
The Mandarin
proxy
discard.
You proxied them? Oh.
Yeah, I never got one. Yeah.
All right, I didn't realize that, or I'd have got you one, or dug you up one out of Phil's stuff.
Yeah, I played it a couple times, and people were confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonder's near impossible with LRG stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, you won't be able to do it.
3 great characters.
Yeah, Josh, I also proxied on that on the home base because I came up short. My team overpower was gone when I pulled the deck out. Yeah, and so I grabbed the round table.
It's the same.
Well, technically there are no activators in the LRG cards, so you can only place activators on the round table.
Oh, any heroes?
Or any heroes, right? You can't place activators because there are no activators.
Never thought of that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was definitely a proxy. And if I'd have thought it was a big deal, I guess I should have replaced it. I think somebody's trying to call me on my phone or something. So what those demons are. It's probably Miguel again trying to FaceTime me. Brett says, Doug, I played Beyonder Queen deck against Justin with a different event, and it's the only time I've won against him in friendly play. That is a super fun deck. I agree. Oh, different mission set. Yep. I don't know that we'll ever get an LRG characters with Hades.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Unless they reduce his points, but I don't think they did.
You can do it with the 316s, right? But how good that's going to be?
It's not an LRG. Those 16 characters. No, it wouldn't be that good.
You have
Right.
Jane Porter and the Angry Mob.
And
Maybe it was
Somebody.
who's the
Max 6.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a Max 6.
Watson.
Oh, no.
Is Hyde a 6?
Hey, you'd be +2 to venture.
I don't think Hyde is, isn't he?
Yeah, Hyde to 16 as well.
And he's Max
There's
6
4 of
too,
them.
though, right?
Yeah.
I think all the 16s are Max 6.
He can bump his grid, I think,
By one
of those
I think.
cards. But
Yeah.
Failing to charge. Game Master, you might be right. It shouldn't be. It's plugged in.
Yeah, it's struggling a little bit. Oh, that's one.
That's my laptop.
Yeah, the laptop.
Oh, it's the laptop that's struggling? Okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
There we go.
That's one.
All right. I needed the longer cord to charge my phone on this new fancy setup that we got.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's part of it. But,
so you want a big ring, right?
yeah. Oh.
Does it fit?
Yeah, like a glove. It's so huge. Do you know anyone that could resize that for me? I can almost fit 2 fingers in there.
No, it's costumes. I can't size. All the diamonds will fall out.
You mean all the chips?
Yeah.
It's a pretty ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Western Shootout 2025 champion.
You're the winner of the first tournament of the year.
Yep, you can't win them all if you don't win the first,
That's
right?
true.
Of course, I can't win them all because I will not be
At all of them.
Niagara.
Maybe Ohio can.
Hi, Freak Show. How are you? And Game Master, thanks for pointing that out. And now we got rid of that. Scott says, not a fan of that deck for the past 30 years. I know, Scotty, you've never beat that, have you? Josh says he finally got a win against Dave in the Modern Tournament. Nice.
Nice.
Dave had a pretty good day on Saturday. He ended up 4-3.
Dave
McMillan, yeah. He finished 8th, right?
I think Kepper finished 8th.
Oh, well, I mean, at the end of Swiss.
Oh, okay.
I think he was, yeah. Then he had to play in the play-in round and lost that one.
Oh, he didn't advance.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he lost that
I think it
round.
was you, Derek, Corey,
Justin,
Rob, Justin.
Ricky.
I don't think we did. He lost his first round match to Tyler, I think. And Phil was there.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you, Noor, right?
Noor didn't make it. Did you make
I
it?
played Kefir
In
to
the
get
play-in.
into the
Oh, to
tournament.
try to get in.
Yeah.
Okay. You were in the play-in room.
Yeah.
Lost
Brian.
that one.
Yeah, so it was Phil, Justin, you, Derek, Tyler, Ricky, Corey, and Rob.
Yeah. I love that Corey made top 8 in both events.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish he learned to finish them off. It's like, so many times I see him win in a game, they come back and he's lost.
Yeah.
Ricky says Dave lost to Derek in the play-in round. Yeah. And Brian it says it's not meant for fingers, not meant for toes. So can you guess where it goes? Brian, it goes on my shelf. That's where it goes. Josh says, I was also running the no teammate event and didn't draw it once in 7 games. Are you kidding me? Is that because your games were going too fast? You were winning like in 3 hands or something?
It sounds like near impossibility.
Yeah, 7 games. What was Tyler playing? He was playing Overpower.
It looked like Zeus, Colossus, the Mummy.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
Oh, Doctor Strange.
At one point, Tyler looked at me and said, I'm running 11 Zeus Thunder Lightning Bolts. And I just laughed. He goes, you're laughing, but I'm serious. I said, I know you are. That's why I'm laughing. And he was running 11 of them.
Really?
Yeah. He can have dooms.
Only one.
Well, he can have one doom, but he wanted to make sure he had a 9 every hand,
Oh,
I
that's
guess.
that's too many.
He only duped it once when I was playing
If
it.
you draw 4
Really?
or 5,
The
you're,
whole game?
The whole game, yeah.
if you draw 4 or 5, you're in big trouble.
Yes, you would be.
Oh, yeah.
But what are the odds of that? Well, I guess if you play it long enough, it'll happen, right?
Yeah.
And Ty beat Carl in the play-in round.
Okay.
Carl was undefeated after 5 rounds, 4 or 5 rounds. He was the last undefeated.
Really?
Yeah, he was having a great tournament.
What did he
Yeah.
play?
Um,
Not sure.
I
what
don't
did he
remember.
play?
He beat me with it.
Ricky.
I'll tell you
Ricky.
that.
Ricky. You
Hey,
seem to
Ricky,
be
what
the
did
one.
Carl play? They did not have us fill out
Deck list.
deck list.
Yeah.
So we don't have a deck list of everybody.
They took photos after.
Did they play Hobgoblin? Him and Joe?
No.
Did they do a matching deck again?
No.
No.
Joe played a deck. It's so funny. Joe, are you still in the chat? He played a Spider-Man Professor Moriarty deck
Oh, so it's
with
up
great
and
powers
down.
and
Mathematical genius.
mathematical genius, and he kept going back and going through it. Joe, I had to get on Jessica a little bit because she told Joe how much. She goes, "It is not fun playing this deck." And she said something else. I said, "Jessica, that was pretty cruel." And she goes, "Well, I was serious. That was not fun for me." And she said, "I hope you're having fun because I'm not." And Joe walked over, and later he said, she's got me wondering if I even want to play Overpower anymore because I really wasn't having fun.
Was or wasn't?
It wasn't. No. He said, I'm not having fun playing this deck. But he went 4-3 with it. But it was so funny.
It's probably better now that we're Moriarty's and he. So, I mean, you make the deck a little better.
Well, yeah.
Power grid wise.
He was just constantly cycling through his deck.
I would think. Yeah.
And it was hilarious. Let's see. Josh said he went 2-5. Yeah. Did you try to switch in a new character, Josh? Is that why? It takes. We just didn't get our new cards in time.
Mage said they were posted on Facebook, all the decks.
Oh, really? Okay,
I
photos for
didn't see
everyone's
it.
were posted on Facebook. Says, okay, great. Like I said, I beat Carl, but can't remember what he played either. Yeah, we'll have to go look at the photos.
Yeah, gotta have lots of negates. If you want to
Yes,
between this game.
but he could actually have 2 in a hand.
Right. Yeah.
So,
You can only have so many negates, yeah.
yeah, it's just hilarious. Having fun and winning are 2 different things, says Game Master. Sometimes I had fun and I won, so playing Joe gave me a headache, said Ricky. Did you beat him, though? He must have popped out of the chat already because he's not saying anything. Josh says, at least one of my wins was on camera. But we had a major rules issue, confusion during the match that took a long time to litigate. It shouldn't. I'm sorry you went through that. We're we're supposed to have a judge there who would be able to just give you this is how it is, not an explanation of why.
Fairchild, Fantastic, Van Helsing, and Cthulhu Laser.
Yes. Yep.
I thought Van Helsing was 20.
Didn't they make him 19?
Maybe.
I think he is 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So he's trying to do the anti-teamwork, probably.
And using Fairchild to play
Yeah.
Cthulhu's cards out of reserve, the -5.
Right. Bunch of.
And
Yeah.
actually, I think
The 11.
he threw the 11 out of reserve against me,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I was holding it in the gate.
Same.
He tried to hold it till the end of the hand, but I held on to the gate. No, that ain't happening. Ricky said I did beat Joe. We played in round 1. Nice. Josh says Ty was next to us, was able to figure it out, but it took a while. Mage says Van Helsing is 20. So is that deck illegal?
Yeah, it would be illegal.
How many points is Fairchild?
They're both 17, Fantastic and Fairchild. They'd make Cthulhu legal, but if Van Helsing's 20, that's illegal.
Cthulhu's 22. He's 3 over. Van Helsing's 1 over.
Oh,
You're
he's
4
only
over.
22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's legal. Josh. Dave should have been called over. Not Ty.
So I guess Zeus is the only 23 in the new game?
Yes. The issue was confusion with which character I was targeting. Opponent for some reason thought I changed targets when I didn't. That's odd. Okay. Like I said, I only lost to Rob in Swiss. He had a pretty nice deck. And then you beat Justin for his only loss, Ricky. Is that right? My only 2 losses were against the 2 of them. So, who did you lose your games to? You lost to Phil Keffer. Who else beat you?
That sounds like round 2,
Joe
right?
Peters got me.
Oh, with his cycling deck?
Yeah. Third one I can't remember.
Was it early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
whole-
you
that
started
whole day
out
was a blur.
1 and 3, right?
Yeah, started out 1 and 3.
Oh,
You won your-
wow, then
and you
won
won
the
your-
last 3.
Yeah.
Won your first game against Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you lost to Keffer the second round because he
Yeah.
texted me some results that were going on.
Yeah.
Joey, looking forward to representing OP Adventure when my shirt comes in. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. You put the order in. We'd already left for Dallas, and I don't know if it went out today. I'm going to check. I'll make sure it goes out tomorrow if it didn't go out today. Ricky said I never played Justin.
So he only lost once, and it was the Rob.
Yeah, but I thought Ricky beat Justin, but I guess not. That wasn't Justin's loss.
Lost to Carl.
Justin lost to Carl?
I lost to Carl.
Oh, you
That
lost
was
to
my third
Carl.
loss.
Okay.
It sounds like Justin may have lost a girl too.
On
He was
stream.
the last undefeated.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Eric Count says Joshua was attacking one character, but laying the attacks in front of another character. Well, that's odd. Josh, are you cross-eyed? Is that what was causing that? Okay, that would cause some confusion. That's really
Maybe
weird.
he was playing air.
Thanks, Joey. I appreciate it, buddy. And like I said, if it didn't go out today, I'll make sure it goes tomorrow. All in all, everybody seemed to have a whole lot of fun. It was frustrating on Friday when they paired me against Corey and Noor against Jessica in the first round. They would not change it. They actually made us play it out. That's got to be changed going forward. I don't know what Lazarus would do at a regional, but these events, that's never been allowed to happen. It's always been repaired. Then on Saturday morning, Noor got paired against Jessica again. They
You
didn't.
against Corey?
No, but they didn't want to repair the round then. And Phil Keffer stepped up. He said, "Well, I'll play one of them," and Ty said, "I'll play the other one." But it was just frustrating that it happened twice, and technically, the players fixed it on Saturday, and then Friday night they didn't. They actually made us play. So that was the only. I wouldn't say it's the only issue because there was a whole lot of issues with the software. But as far as bad things going on up there, that was it. Everything else was fun. Everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
Carl bought pizza for everyone both days.
Did you guys have issues building decks with getting cards so late?
Well,
Was that challenging?
yes, it's very challenging.
Because you really gotta just build one and that's it, right?
Yeah, we built them. We opened them on Friday, and then we built on Thursday. Play tested a little bit. Coy and I stayed here till 11 or 11:30 Thursday night. Play testing, and tried to make adjustments, and it was not near enough.
Yeah. Did you play with Hercules?
Did I play with Hercules? I had 2 Max 6.
Oh, Deja Thors.
Deja Thors, and I had Watson in reserve.
Okay.
And
So you probably could put a 20 or so up top. Tars Tarkus?
Yep, Tars Tarkus. Yep. It was a good deck. It just needed a little bit of tinkering. Hold on a minute. There definitely needs to be a club rule, at least for the first and second rounds, where people from the same groups don't play another.
I don't know about the second round.
I don't know about the second round either, but technically, Sean, that rule already exists for now. We've always not made them play each other, and we'd always repair that.
Yeah, sometimes there's no getting around the second round if there's a couple winners.
And I think, if it happened in the second round, I'd have no problem with it. But the very first round, it should be checked before the pairings are confirmed and sent out.
Yeah, that happened to me a few Buffaloes ago. I had to play AJ in the first round, who I drove out with. Played Tyler second round, and then played Chris Vazina in the third round. So my first 2 or 3 rounds were people I drove out with.
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks.
Yeah. Just Peters, hey, welcome back. Sorry, I just came back. Just got me with the existential crisis of duel. Why do I play Overpower if I'm not having fun? At least you saw Gloria in my game where we both had a blast. Yes, she did talk about that, Joe. And she said that you guys really had a lot of fun. Game Master, it was the cardio software. And I don't know why there was so many issues with the cardio software. I will try to talk to Chris about that if I see him at the National Sports Card National this summer. He says, I got all my Cthulhu cards, just need a foil stack. Yeah, that's awesome. Doug Taylor said, there should be no reseeding because you traveled with someone. I have run over 100 events and once redid the random pairings. I understand that, Doug, but we all travel so far, and there's so few of us that are actually still playing the game. Obviously, we brought on a lot of new players, but that is why we now instituted that rule.
Yeah, you get down here and you'd be playing your buddy from Canada that you just drove down with.
Right.
Or vice versa.
There's 18 players, and you and your buddy go up, and you get paired in the very first round, and there's 16 players that you never get to play with except that one time a year. Stefan says, I would hope the software has a way to exclude matchups for the first round. I don't know if it does or not. I know in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can fix it. Scott says, I remember Scott and I had to play in the first round in Columbus. That one was my fault, and I apologize for that. It shouldn't have happened, but I didn't catch it until I was actually calling out the pairings. Sean says, then again, now that the game is expanding, we're not just running small events with a dozen people, there will be less need to reseed based on such things. I wouldn't expect it at a 60 or 70 player event for sure. I'm sure at the regionals, you get who you draw first round. They're not going to repair for that. John says, it's frustrating, but most tournament software and games like Magic and Pokemon don't allow reseeds. Interesting. Says hopefully there will be tons of new players that does away with that. Yep, I think it will for the big events for sure. And if the 10 of us are playing here at the store and I draw Jessica in the first round, it is what it is. But when you travel from Ohio to Texas to play your son and your wife plays her husband, when we have the rule that it gets repaired, that's what I had an issue with. Scott says it was an easy win for him. Yeah, I know. I felt more sorry for the other Scott because I really thought you would win, and you did. Joey says, just like drag racing, once you're lined up across from someone, there are no friends till it's over.
Oh, that's my cousin over there.
Maybe no friends, but you still got family, right? So that was really the only issue that we had other than at the end of the Swiss. 12 players ended up at 4-3. And they didn't want to make the hard line. It's the 8 in the software. Sorry if you finished 9th through 12th with the same record.
So more than 50% of the people in the field made the
There were 22 players.
Top 8, I guess.
Yeah, technically.
and 12
Yeah.
at least got to play in for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending my pickleball paddle back, by the way, Phil.
Yeah.
Much
it's
appreciated.
here, waiting for him. Joey says, I've raised family too, LOL. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, if it had happened in the second, third, fourth round,
That's
nobody
probably-
would have said a word.
That's probably when he's trying to outrun his wife,
Yeah.
beating her and overpowers.
Ricky says 4-3 or higher. Yeah, 4-3 or better. There were 12 players.
Yeah. 8 people that were 4-3.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. And I'd like to see the format they're going to use for the regionals. Are they going to do 7 rounds for regionals?
I mean, you guys played 7?
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah. Most people will like what we did at the Champions. We only played 5.
It's nice with a small field. You get a big field, it doesn't work, but
That depends on how big.
yeah. I mean, it works with any amount of players, I guess, but there's just going to be a lot of people cut off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Scott says it was funny. We had the same deck, card for card. Are you serious?
Yeah, because I built Scott Williamson's deck for
Yeah.
the event.
Okay. Joe says, and I made it goofy since I dropped as well. Yep, Joe, you did. You made it goofy. You know what they did? They gave Corey a bye, an automatic entry. So he was actually the 5th seed
Yeah.
because you dropped. So Corey says thank you.
He dropped out of the event.
Yeah, he had to go catch his flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
After the Swiss?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it would have been an odd number anyway. Oh,
No,
4 threes.
he wasn't in the top 8.
Okay, he would have
He
been.
just dropped out of the playoff round.
I got you.
He was a 4-3, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a 4-3.
He was 4-3.
Oh, so
And
he
then
would have been
left.
in the mix too.
So he
then.
would have played to go into
He would have been in
top
the mix
8.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have had to play him.
So then it dropped to 7 of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did somebody get a bye then?
And then
Corey
got
did.
by.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So then
did.
it was only 6 people that played to get in.
I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corey was 5th. He was the top rated 4-3,
Yeah.
according to the software.
Okay.
Mr. Keffer says the software tiebreaker wasn't accurate in doing it by hand through 2 certificates, so they had a play-in round. Yeah, still disagreed. Should have just been the top 8 that were listed. Scott said he was running 5 copies of the AMEX also, but Phil didn't call him out.
No, I only ran one for Scott. So your
Yeah,
deck, your deck's
Scott
the same, I
Williamson
guess.
had a legal deck.
I guess it wasn't card for card.
Ricky says it was on Corey for sure was the highest 4-3, so he was in there for sure, and therefore 6 left. Yep.
Joe said then his flight got delayed, so he probably could have played.
Oh
No
no! Oh,
But had you won, you would have had to leave anyway.
yeah, maybe.
You can always just rebook the flight.
Yep. John says 32-minute, 5 rounds, 64 or less, 6 rounds, etc. Gives the best chance of clean breaks. Well, 32 players, 5 rounds, 64 or less, 6 rounds. Yeah, I don't know why we're doing 7. I think it was just because back in the day we got together to play so few that we wanted to play as many games as we
Yeah,
could.
you travel so far. He wants to play 5 rounds or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, James, yes, you are a little late. Yes, you missed all the ring flaunting. Sorry. I disagree because it should have been whatever the software said. We always run it the top 8 no matter whatever the software says here at the store. Stefan says kind of silly to choose new software and still not trust the breaker strength of schedule calculations. Yeah, I guess this is almost like a beta version of the software that they're going to use.
Well, this is going to be bad moving forward, though, for future events if it doesn't get resolved.
They definitely set a bad precedent. If somebody comes up and says, well, I got the same record as the 8th place, I think
I
we should
wanna
have
play
a
in."
playoff, and you say, well, it is what it is in the rankings, the power rankings, and they say, well, I don't think they're right just by looking at them.
And they may not have been right, but
Well, who can tell?
right.
You can't just look at them and say they're wrong.
Yeah.
And then Joe says, Corey, Carl, and I were the 3 highest 4-3 tiebreakers. The other 3 were tied for the bottom. There was an extra round. The software is not a trust thing. We know it's wrong. Okay, we'll just agree to disagree. I don't want to go on about it. The tournament was good. Everyone had a good time, and Carl was phenomenal. That place that we were in, 17 beds in that place. It's like crazy. Bathrooms everywhere. It was really nice.
Share a room.
Corey and I shared a room. Yeah, and some guys played outside. Most of them were played inside. They had a gazebo out there that was a very large gazebo.
Yeah.
And there was 2 or 3 games going on out there at all times, sometimes 4.
Did anybody play in the pool like they said?
Nobody. I didn't see a single person get in the pool except Carl took his shoes off and dipped his feet in for a few minutes at one point, and that was the only person I see get in the pool the whole time.
Was it cold?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
No.
It was warm. It wasn't hot.
We're just playing so much.
Yeah.
We didn't really have time. By the time we were done playing, it's
Another
midnight.
round.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted to go get something to eat or whatever, or go to sleep. So it was kind of crazy. John says tie breaks usually go at least 3 levels deep. I know I can't do that math in my head at a glance. Yeah. Fess up, Doug. You hacked it. Yep.
He finally got the seating right.
Yep. I sent Chris a text. I said, "Hey, Chris, can you help me out here a little bit?" And cardio came through for me. Chinese hackers. It could have been. I couldn't blame it on China. So, I mean, that was literally the only rough time, although getting each event started was a little slow. But like I said, everybody had so much fun. Carl did such a good job. Guys were flying in from everywhere. And there was always somebody at the airport to pick up whoever needed picked up. Yeah. And leaving on Sunday, there was plenty of guys volunteering to drive people back to the airport. And Carl, he got up and took Corey and I and Dave, and I think we left at like 5:15 in the morning.
Pretty early, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, all in all, it was really good. Doug paid all the Ricky bots. Joe says it was a great time. It really was.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it better than having an event at our store or maybe any other store, but it definitely kept the cost down for everything. It was very inexpensive to stay there at the house.
It's like $50 a night or something, right?
Yeah, $70 if 2 of you split a room or something. So it was good. Phil says it was a laid-back event, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And Carl said, "Hey guys, you want to take a lunch break, or you want me to just order some pizza and we'll eat at the end of the next round?" And everyone said, "Yeah, pizza's fine." And that's what we did both days. So people weren't leaving and going to get something to eat and coming back late.
Yeah.
We literally didn't leave. So it was really good. Ricky said, "My bots are rich now." But they won't share. Ricky, I think you need to work on the programming of those bots a little bit, buddy.
Programmed by cardio.
Yeah. Must have been. And most of the guys there had the new cards. So one of the guys, Scott, said that they actually arrived at his house while he was in the air flying to Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said, "Oh man, I hope they're going to be there when you get back." And he said he had a pretty secure place, so he wasn't too concerned about that. I think he was the only one that
Had people from Buddha showing up playing there.
yeah, all these new players from Buddha. I seen somebody post on Facebook that they filed a lost package report. I know Corey did. So hopefully,
What was he waiting on?
what was Corey waiting on? Somebody actually called that post office and talked to someone, and the lady was very nice and said, "Give us another week. If you don't see any movement, call me back." So Corey was waiting that 7 days, which I think the guy who called the post office agreed to wait the 7 days, and then at the 7th day, they decided to open up the lost
The claim.
package. Yeah.
What do you have there?
Corey, I think he's got 7 booster boxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he bought in at the 5 level and then an add-on of 2 boxes. Maybe he's got 8 boxes. I can't remember.
Oh, wow.
I think he owes me all of them.
He opened them all?
he opened his first 3
I saw on
with
Wednesday
this.
night.
Yeah, 3 of those were mine, but he's given them back.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them that Anthony opened were his 2 that he got coming from Corey.
Okay.
So I know they owe me at least 5. I'm not sure above that. How do y'all feel about Anubis? Wanted to do something with that character. What'd you think of Anubis?
I loved him.
Yeah?
I think he's really good for his threat level, and worked really good with Sleption and Raw Mummy.
Yeah.
Worked very well, so I liked him. A lot of good specials.
Yeah.
He's got one good card that I saw.
Well, one.
He's got the Penance there, or the Raza, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Void all.
No,
Or,
target character discard.
Discard all place cards, but not attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think his other specials are super potent from what I can see.
Yeah, he's got a 7 remove a hit from the permanent record, which helps me. And
One
then,
per deck, right?
Yeah.
And he has some sort of 5 that I think if you defend it, it goes back in the deck or something weird.
It's a 5 if you defend it. The top card from your power pack
Can attack the reserve or something.
attacks that character again.
Okay.
So a lot of people were just taking it. I think it was a 5. I think it was a multi.
5 fighting or something.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was brute force and combat or something like that.
Okay.
It was a good card.
I think there were 2 guys playing Obsession decks, weren't there? You and somebody else?
Saw Tyler, I thought.
Oh, Tyler was?
Yeah. At least
Yeah, he was.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah, he was. He didn't use it against me, but like it never triggered.
Freak Show said, oh, I already got that one.
But I
Scott-
saw Rob was using Skeption. He didn't really have anything to remove any hits.
Yeah, I'm not sure
So
why he
I
did,
don't-
because in 2 games he never removed anything.
Yeah, I don't know what. I'm thinking maybe for his Outback battles, you get the Sentinels that can, remove all strength icons
Yeah,
off the permanent record.
yeah. And then Beast has a special that removes it, right, doesn't he?
Now he has ones that can remove power cards from the opponent's deck, but that wouldn't trigger.
Oh, no.
The only other thing he could do is negate something off his permanent record, or Master Mold something off with Sentinels after the fact. But I don't feel that's enough to play that type of card.
Yeah, maybe just add an extra 2 points.
No, it's free.
Oh, it's free?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. Scott says, sad that I missed it. Would have loved spending 2 whole days with my buddy Doug. I'm still sad that you missed it too, Scott. We'd have loved to have you there.
I don't know,
Yeah.
James. I don't have the cards yet. So.
What's James say? Phil coming around to the new cards at all? Ah, Ricky had it. Ricky played it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't play Ricky that whole weekend.
And Ricky says, I still want to draft. Yeah, we're going to add some draft events to Origins because guys are really asking for that. Oh, Lauren says Wolverine has a heal card. Yep.
Yeah, but you can't play both. Well, I guess you could in the Outback. There are different codes for Sentinels and Wolverine.
Yeah. Paige says you don't need to design your whole deck around Obsession to make it useful. Having 2 or 3 options is enough to swing a game at times.
It's a free home base or location, so
Yeah, I guess if
Why
you
not?
want to place a special instead of an activator, it's fine.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but you only get to place an activator with Team Overpower, right?
Right.
So anything that you use.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want to
Yeah.
place the special over the activator,
Yeah. I think you'll like the new cards.
you do.
Yeah, once you get them out and look at them, it's very challenging to come up with a good deck because there's still no meta, even after Friday night's event.
I think I found some.
You think so? All right, you want to talk now or you want to hold it until we try it a little?
Yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
But
James says, getting them in hand won me over. Love the foil choice, and I love that they don't bend as bad as Magic. Yeah, that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
There's no curl to them. I'm not going to blank out my decks with the foil, mostly because I like the cards so much that I want to keep those foil cards nice. I've got most of the foil stacks that I want. I still want Merlin. I didn't get a Merlin yet.
Merlin stack.
Yeah. So if anyone has one they want to trade, the only thing I have to trade is I think the Time Traveler right now. But I got more boxes coming in June, so I can open more. Ricky says negates are sneakily used with Obsession.
yeah, that's what I said. The gates can work.
Yep. And John says Anubis, you play the 7, the 5, and the Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
For 17, he's fine modern. Not sure if he's good in Legacy.
Yeah, I'd only play him in
Is he
modern.
17 or 18?
17.
Oh, is it?
Game Master
Might
said
be.
need to net deck. I'm not sure what net decking means. I've heard it before, but I don't know. Foil characters and nothing else. Yep, and in case anyone listening or watching didn't hear, Chris Rice did trade me the ultra rare foil card of King Arthur, and he showed it to me. He didn't know I had a bounty on the card.
Oh yeah.
And first, Justin Fitz said, Chris has got it. And I said, no, he doesn't. He said, yeah, he does. Like, Chris, do you? And he said, yeah, I got it. He walked over in the other room, brings it up, shows it to me. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah, why? I said, I got an offer out there for $200 for this card, right? And he said, what? He didn't even know. And he said, I'd kind of like to have another box. I said, I can do that too. So I gave him another box, and he immediately busted it open. And he got a lot of nice stuff out of it. Yeah, he was hoping. I was rooting for him to do. I'd love to see a second one. That's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nobody's posted any pictures of it. So he was happy with trading it for another box.
Well, what do you think of it?
Oh, I love it.
Is it awesome?
Oh yeah, it looks great. It's so much better than that crappy one that everyone kept trying to trade me.
Is it like the alternate art or something?
Yeah, the alternate art one looks like a kid drew it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And last week Joe said, "Oh, I like it." I think he was just trying to be nice to the artist. And he said, "It looks like something you might see in a kid's coloring book or something."
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah, it does.
It does. Yeah.
And that's
And he
why
colored
I
it
don't
too.
like it. So I don't have that card. I don't think I pulled it out of my 3 boxes, and I don't care. I am not trading
Not
anything
interested
for it.
now, huh?
I won't trade you.
We know what to send Doug for Christmas now.
Yeah, really. I will not trade my absolute worst foil for that card. I wouldn't trade a non-foil for that card.
No?
No. I hate it. It's just ugly. Wait a minute. I missed something with Sean
All right,
there.
on that positive note.
Yeah. Now you're getting greedy, Doug. You want Merlin and Arthur. I'm going to have to fight you for them. Hey, I already got the Arthur, buddy. The Merlin play stack shouldn't be that hard to get. You get, on average, 3 to 4 stacks per box. So I'm sure the Merlins will show up in mass eventually.
Pat O'Neill said net decking is looking at a card that's already won the tournament, card by card online.
Oh, okay.
So taking a deck list essentially.
Yeah, I do plan to put up on Facebook. Can I put it in Discord? Do you do Discord much?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could put up, copy and paste out of the Facebook and then share it in the Discord. I'm going to break down my deck completely and put them out there.
Have you guys seen the White Zorro or White Cthulhu?
Phil,
Foil?
I believe those are in the prize packs. I could be wrong, but I think so.
I think they're in the starter decks. Go ahead and crack them.
And if you don't have any starter decks, Phil, let me know. I'll sell you some. You know what? I got to catch up with this here, but hey, Jerry, how are you? Okay. Oh, net decking is finding a copy online and then making that deck from the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody's planning to do that because they bought the 3-stat Magneto off the website out of our store on Sunday. So, and I think there's going to be a lot more KO events with Beyonder. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you only get to play it, 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah.
So eventually, I don't think it's going to make it over into the Lazarus game. I don't think there will ever be a KO event again. Jerry says all my alt arts and foils go in the binder. Side note, I have a foil Merlin stack. Joey, we may have to make a trade.
Oh, did they make a Count of Monte Cristo with an error?
Yeah, they left it on the alt art.
What does it say?
Oh, I forget. What is it? Oh, Count of Monte Cristo's intelligence power cards are plus one when used to attack after being placed.
Oh, they
or
took that
while
away
they're
from him.
placed. Yeah, they did away with it, but they forgot to take it off.
Yeah, he's a lot of points in for his total true grid. Like, I look at the true grid as the actual numbers that equal up, not the threat count.
Yeah.
He's only like 17 points, but he costs 20.
Yeah.
So he's very expensive.
Well, they're saying his specials are very strong.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah. Game Master says that's alternative art for a reason. You got that right, brother. And I didn't like it.
So is that character banned already or eroded?
And not officially, because I think they just found it Friday or Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think anybody. It showed up. Somebody posted in the Discord or something, and
Nobody played it, huh?
Lazarus. No, nobody played it. Lazarus didn't know it was there. Phil says I heard about prize packs, but there were none there this weekend. I don't believe the prize packs have been printed yet. Those are going to be sent directly to the stores. Cardio will be shipping those out to the stores at some point. I'm not sure how soon. And James said you should do a video breakdown of the deck and what ideas you had with it. I might do that, James. I did that a long time ago when we first started the channel. So it is out there, but I have made a lot of changes since, so maybe I will.
Yeah, Phil, I agree. Carson is very good value-wise. He has 2 7s, a 4, and a 5. He's only 18, I think, if you play him on the front line.
From reserve, you play both as lumber decks.
I think he's an extra point or two, though, in reserve.
I don't think so.
No.
He's not.
Yeah, he's at least one extra point.
Carson.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey, I'm just going to surprise you. If I put a little something in with that t-shirt, I think you'll send me the Merlin stack, right? You need a Cthulhu stack? I need a Merlin stack. What do you say? You want to swap? I'll trade my Cthulhu stack for your Merlin stack. Doug Taylor says his specials are amazing.
Oh, they're very good.
For Monte Cristo?
Yeah, they're good.
Not a single weak one.
He's got the Madam Gal, which is the opponent discards a power card and attacks.
Yes, that's
He's
great.
He's got a White Tiger, the 6 pitch too. He's got the 4. If it's successful, you can play a numerical special upside down. The opponent would have to guess the defense.
Face down. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And I'm not sure what his other one is.
James says the inherent isn't on the foil, but they say that's the first thing on the list to fix. Yeah, it wasn't a winning deck when you did that old video. Now we care. James, you're hilarious. Okay, I'll do one. Because we did make a lot of changes to the deck, and I loved the way it played. Brian says prize packs are all the any heroes, which weren't in the packs according to Larry.
He has a draw 3 too.
Oh, the foil versions of the any heroes, because there weren't any foils in the booster boxes.
Yeah.
Kate
Monte
Asher
Cristo.
says
He has
stacks.
a draw 3, right?
What's that?
And Monte Cristo has a draw 3 as well, right?
Yes. Brian says, I wish I had the option to trade stacks. ... He's still waiting for his delivery. John says Carson is great. He's an extra 1 point in
Okay,
reserve.
makes sense.
That's what I thought, yeah. Which makes sense because he gets the Stars and Garters and something else.
Yeah.
I'll look at 3 cards from their hand and pick one if you're playing Big
Yeah.
Tree. To pitch it.
Pitch 2 out of the 3.
2 if it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty nasty. Game Master says you can trade your monies for my stacks when they arrive. Man, this is just awful. I'm feeling so bad for all of you guys. Plan on selling extras and sealed. Rick says, oh, for you? Okay. Got a raw stack non-foil as well? I probably do, Joey. I'll look. Andrew Taylor says counts 4BF doesn't need to succeed to follow up the face down. Okay.
I thought it needed to be successful.
Yeah, I guess you just get to do it anytime. May says by the time I get mine, everyone will have already made their trades for the stuff I'll need, and the stuff I need will be gone. Yep, I'm already hoarding up everything that you might want, just to be sure. John says he steals a power card and attacks. It's a reverse lethal tester kind of thing too, and a draw 3. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Brett says, Mage, I don't have my cards either. There will be plenty of trading. That's a good point, Brett. There's so many people that still don't have their cards. Come on, Cardio. Get it in gear. It's just crazy. I hope all you guys that had tracking number that shows it's in Buddha will report a lost package. Maybe if they get 20 or 30 lost package reports, they'll actually investigate. That's just awful.
They'll reseal them and send them out to you.
It's kind of frustrating that Joe got a list of everybody playing this weekend, and Cardio was supposed to send them out like Joe got the list on Monday. Cardew said they'd send them out on Tuesday, and I honestly don't think they went out until Friday, because mine came 3 days select, and I got it on a Wednesday. So they either sent it on Friday or the following Monday. So Doug Taylor doesn't have his, and no one in Lawrence's group has it. What is going on? Yeah, Game Master, we need a Buddha trading group on Discord. They need to start another room just for the Buddha trading group. That's crazy. Andrew says, I'll trade with you, Sean. We're still waiting as well. Yeah, but Andrew, if you trade with Sean, remember he's in Canada, so it's going to take forever to get to you in Seattle.
Maybe you can trade at the Peace Bridge.
Yeah.
Take some extra cards with you.
Well, I mean, we're going to be taking extra cards everywhere we go this year, right?
Yeah.
This is the only set we get this whole year, unless they can talk Skybound into releasing Invincible a little early.
When are you guys starting Friday night play here?
Friday night.
Just Friday?
Austin's working Friday, so I'm going to run him home and come back. Yeah, Game Master says trade at the border. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to cross over if you don't have to. I got mine on Friday in Detroit. I told the Canadians to travel over the border and just ship it to me. Yeah, that's could die. Thanks for catching that. Plug this computer back in. I don't have Jesse's boxes yet. Jesse didn't get his? Watch. Sean says, watch by some fluke we get identical stacks in our boxes. That would be hilarious. But
I'll have to live stream open them now.
Yeah. Everyone was just talking about how we opened 15 boxes, and they loved watching it. I'm sorry you didn't come in and hang out with us and do it.
Yeah, I didn't get the notice in time.
Huh?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, that we got the boxes?
Yeah.
That they came in?
So next thing I knew, you guys were live streaming.
Oh, man. I should have called you.
That's all right.
I just assumed you saw it.
No.
And AJ didn't get to open with us either because he couldn't stay that long.
Yeah.
So he came in early when he came in as soon as we announced we had the boxes and picked up his. And they went back to the room and opened a box or two, and then they left. Him and his brother, or buddy, Jarek.
Yeah.
How many boxes have you guys seen open and what appears to be the rarest card? Well, the rarest card so far is the King Arthur Ultimate Art Foil Ultra Rare. We've only seen one, but I think we've only seen one of Zeus, not Zeus.
Raw, I've only seen one, the one I built.
One raw Ultra Rare. Zorro,
Hercules?
we've only seen one Zorro Ultra Rare.
Mina Harker, the red Mina Harker.
Yeah, we've only seen.
Only
I
one
think
of
we've
those.
seen two of those. We
Oh,
got
really?
one, and somebody posted on Facebook that
Oh,
they
really?
got one. Yeah,
Is
but it
there-
wasn't for trade.
Is there a rare Hercules like that?
Yes. I think we only saw one of those,
Yeah.
right? And I traded it down.
I have those alternate foils.
Yeah.
of
You have all
Zorro.
of them?
The ultra rare Hercules seems to be pretty hard to get.
I don't have the regular Hercules though. The regular foil Hercules. I have the two alternate ones.
Oh, I'm not sure he got in a foil stack.
Oh,
They only
you?
did 20 characters in foil
Oh, really?
stacks.
Okay,
so
then I
there's
do
not
have all.
Yeah, there's not a foil stack for everybody.
Okay.
Andrew says, Doug, just curious, how do you know the King Arthur foil you got was ultra rare and not the green one? The card numbers are the biggest, supposed to be the easiest way to tell. The higher number is the ultra rare. But I've seen so many of that crappy child art that I know that it's not the ultra rare.
Is that the green one?
Yeah, I think that's what he means by the green one. And I've only seen one of this other one, so it's I'm pretty certain. Tyler told me that I was pretty much spot on with my list of 13 alternate rare characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who said that? Tyler?
But knowing which one is which, the alternate art with the kitty art, I've seen 10 or 12 of them, so it can't be the ultimate rare one.
Did they do a bunch in that kitty art? Just
No, I think just that one.
Just Arthur?
Thank goodness. She did other art in the set, the same artist did, but they didn't look like that.
Someone made a reference to Joan of Arc too, so I didn't know if it was similar.
The Joan of Arc is actually really nice looking, but it looks like she has eyeliner under her eyes and over her eyes.
really?
It's like that was, if it wasn't for that, it would be a really nice looking card. I don't understand why they put that on top of her eyes. And even back then, there wasn't eyeliner under the eyes. So I don't have no idea why they did that to her.
Maybe it was burned at the stake. It was the ashes.
Yeah,
It was the soot.
yeah. But it's a really pretty card, especially foiled. It's just the eyes turn me off. She almost looks. Somebody said she looks possessed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks bad. But May says all the cards are ultra rare to me. Sean's on a roll tonight. That's hilarious. All the Minas, Hurst, and Arthurs are in Buda, Texas, says the Game Master. Yep, maybe. There are either 13 or 15 ultra. There are 13, John, according to my calculations and verified by Tyler. There are 5 or 7 more ultra rares that are only going to be in the prize packs.
How many?
Alternate arts, either 5 or 7.
Nice.
Tyler said he couldn't remember which it was, but it was either 5 or 7.
How do you get those?
Just show up at stores and play and win them in your prize packs. Yep. Yeah, John, it does look like the goth queen of art. You are so right. It does look very gothic, which I guess now I think about it, that's probably why they did it, but it still looks bad. James says, I got a purple Mina foil and a base red. The Victory Harbin, she got 2 alternate arts. Was it Victory? Yeah, Victory
I saw
Harbin.
you guys won a bunch of them.
Yeah, she got 2 alternate arts, and I love the art on both of them. Yeah, they're really nice looking.
I think Jesse liked it, right?
Yes, yeah. Jesse's loving how many female characters are in the game.
Oh, really?
And that's
Yeah.
what she really likes. Game Master said, still better than some OG OP art, no Disney. You're not lying.
Yeah.
Especially in that X-Men set. It looked like they literally cut out a page of an X-Men comic and pasted the artwork into the cards. It was awful. It's just some of the worst art ever. And James says, Victory Harden Alt Tree background is another great card, but the face just seems off and pinched. I didn't notice, but I liked them. I like how they did everything in the set. Even though I'm not a fan of the way that it's draftable, I would rather the packs be more like Magic the Gathering. You get a rare card, a couple uncommons, and a bunch of commons, and not drafted. But so many people want to draft it. I hope it continues. I hope they enjoy drafting. And Joe said, and somebody says that Joe said, it's very complicated to do those foil drops the way they did, but he wants to make sure that they continue doing it. So Invincible, can you imagine an Invincible foil stack?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
And Adam Eve, Jessica will sell her right arm for an Adam Eve all foil and a foil stack. So I can't wait for the Invincible cards. And Joe said we may be playtesting it. June or July.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that'll be great. And James says, these cards definitely got me wanting to learn about her. I agree, James, and when I first found out about her, I bought one of the books from the ERB guys at, I think, Pittsburgh last year. And I tried to read it, and I really didn't enjoy it. I bought it for Briella.
Wow.
And she liked it, but I told her I wanted it back because I want to read it.
Yeah.
And I need to read it and give it back to her. But I wasn't too much into the storyline.
Yeah.
But James says foil stacks for first print runs would be fun. Yep. And as of right now, this Kickstarter is only supposed to have 1 print run. I believe GTS has the product in hand now. They're not releasing it until June. I think they were giving all the stores 28 days to get it ordered. And I don't know when in June. There's no set delivery date. But that's when we'll have more product when GTS releases. They released the Kraken because I'm going to open a bunch more boxes. It's so fun chasing the foils. It's addictive.
Oh, addictive,
It is. And one of the guys said that when we were live streaming, we all cheered so loud that it caused feedback in the microphone.
Yeah, I can hear
It's
something
like,
like that.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, you guys were. You can tell you're having a good time. A lot of laughs.
Yeah. When we do events, we got to be there, no matter what. We ain't waiting on you. You gotta get here early.
I gotta know.
Yeah. You have to call me every day at 10 in the morning. What do you think? Today? But,
Yeah, unfortunately, it was just the tracking was so far off. You weren't getting tracking numbers.
I didn't get tracking.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was expecting it on that Wednesday was because Larry said he got a tracking number somehow. And I think he got a tracking number from UPS because he lives at home, or he has it delivered to his home.
Right.
And I can't get that service at a business.
The store.
Yeah. So I think that's why he was able to do it. And he said, oh, Larry's getting it today. So I bet I get mine today. And sure enough, it showed up. And John says GTS orders close in 16 days. Yep, 16 days. I've already been in touch with my rep and told him what I want, and I want to get half of it as soon as possible and the other half the week of origin so that we have plenty of product. So I'm hoping they agree to hold it so I don't have to buy it 2 or 3 weeks in advance of origins. Try not to open it all.
Nor, you got a special request out here?
What?
Say hi to Tony's phone.
Tony's phone. Is that Richard?
That's Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Oh, Richard, you're so funny. It's a Medusa Power card and all Art King Arthur the only cards I don't like the art on. I don't remember the Medusa Power card much because I have not looked through the power cards much. But I'll check that out and see.
No, there's no power cards in the packs. They have to come from the power station.
Yep.
Did you guys get the power stations?
Yep.
Okay.
We only had 10, and everyone's wanting 2. So I had a.
But you can use the old power cards.
You can, yeah. So I had a text message back and forth with Joe and Ron about that. I said, man, we underestimated these power packs. I said, can you get GTS to release them ASAP? Ron was supposed to reach out to GTS about it, but he also had to be at PAX East last week, so I don't know if he had a chance to. Did Joe say June 1st? I believe Joe did say June 1st. But when I go into the GTS website to place the order, it just says release date June 2025. So GTS is kind of covering all their bases. If they want to hold it until June 21st or 28th, they say, well, we said June.
It'll be a good day.
Yeah, it'd be all right. But it'd be after Origins, so it won't be good. I got to have it before Origins. It looks like I need to check and see how many people have signed up for events in Origins, but I think we're going to be pretty busy. And Brian says, to be fair, he did get like 20 cases. Who got
Larry?
20? Huh?
Right, Larry.
Larry? What did Larry get? 42 boxes. 26 boxes is what I think he ordered. I think he got 3 at the store championship. And
That'd be, what'd you get, 42 boxes?
42.
Per one, right?
yes,
So
126 boxes. Yep.
It probably was 20 cases.
I missed the opportunity to give Zeus the shield with the head of Medusa in it. They did. They missed that completely. Game Master said, did they say you get your full allocation or shorted like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering? That's a great question because they have not allocated. They won't allocate them until after the final order day when they see how many.
I mean, they're getting probably.
Yeah. Well, how many gets ordered if they have to allocate it? But because I'm running the event at Origins, I'm hoping I get a little extra leeway if they go to allocate it. They'll make sure I have product for Origins with my allocation. Oh, Brian, Larry got more than 22K. Oh, 22. Yeah, 22 times 6. 132. Yep, that's about how many cases he got. I think he had 126 boxes, which would be 21 cases, so, yep. And 20 boxes of starters. He should have 144 times 3. How much is that? 144 times 3. Aren't you the math genius?
No, not
What?
anymore.
What do you mean not anymore? It's 288.
288 plus 144.
388,
430.
400. Yeah, that's a lot. Hey, John, good night, buddy. Enjoy your dinner. We'll see you next Monday. Maybe sooner. We might stream some games on Friday night. You can tune in.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we should try to look into that. I upped my allocation, Game Master, just to make sure, in case I do get allocated. I upped my order in case my cards get allocated. Because we got to have product for Origins. Even though Joe did tell me I could probably borrow some of their product if I need it for that weekend. I just want to get it from GTS. I don't know how many boxes we'll all break down again. We'll do something on stream again. We'll break down some more boxes. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Get you and AJ in to help us.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Jesse, how are you? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Scott told us you don't have your cards. That's awful. I mean, Corey doesn't have his either, so...
Well, Scotty has the cards. Jesse doesn't.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse, check your ring and see if Scotty's been at your house lately when you weren't home. He might have picked up the package for you. I just don't understand how they could not have them. That tracking number's been out there for 10 days now. It's crazy. So, what are you going to build next with the new stuff?
I don't know. I want to keep tweaking this Slepshon deck, but Hercules and Leonidas.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those decks do really well.
Yeah.
We'll try to get them on the same deck together. Would be nice.
The problem I have with the modern cards is there are characters that I want to play, and I'm not looking for anything broken right now. I'm just having fun with the characters that I like.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's got to change soon. Obviously, when I go to the first regional, if I go to the first one, I'm probably not traveling to Canada to play in a regional. So the first one's in Canada. I'm probably going to skip that one. But the first one that I do attend, I'm not going to take a fun deck or characters that I like to play. I'm going to try to obviously win.
Yeah.
Even though I've already got my invite to the Nats. I went in on that prize money.
Did they have prize?
There was, well, Carl paid out in cash.
Okay.
But I went in on the prize money at the regionals.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to be a lot
That's
of
the big money.
Yeah. So we shall see.
I want to try Cthulhu and Wicked Witch on a deck too.
Oh, yeah.
And Wicked
That'd be good.
Witch. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can get Vertigo in play, shift all the attacks of somebody, and then KO them with
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
A mage, that was the very first deck I built. He wants to know if I tried Lancelot, Arthur, Merlin on the front line. It's surprisingly effective. The very first deck that I played.
The problem you're max 7, right?
Right, that's why I changed it. I dropped Lancelot and put the Wicked Witch on there. And I thought it played better. I did enjoy playing Lancelot, Arthur, and Merlin, but I was running up against Hercules decks. And I wasn't competing with the Hercules decks very well.
Yeah. Hercules has been scaled back quite a bit, though.
Yeah, he's still very tough. I still think he's probably going to be the character to play. I liked him with Tars Tarkas. The only problem is with Tars Tarkas, you don't get that 6 to defend a teammate. Uh-oh, Jessica wants to know when her husband is coming home. We're having fun, Jesse. It's only 8:28. What the heck?
Yeah, it'll be a little while.
Wow. All right, we'll shut it down here in a few minutes. We're still having a little bit of fun. Tars Tarkas is 1 per deck. If that's all you put in the deck for him, would be amazing. So,
It's kind of like Deja Thoris.
Mage says, Herc's a wimp. He crumbles fast. Are you kidding me?
He's
Can you
laughing.
believe he's saying that about Hercules?
And then he put a laughing emoji.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get people not to even look at Hercules. I would love to do a Hercules King Arthur deck.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that'll work.
Does
Was it
Leonidas
22
have a
points?
straight avoid? Oh, he's got the 1 per deck that kind of blocks an attack for everybody, right?
Yeah.
8, is it? Or is it
He's got
7?
the 8 that he can attack or defend with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Hercules and three Musketeers together is going to be dynamite. Because you're going to have double defense
Yeah.
with the 5 and the 7.
Zoro's also
And the
got
5
one.
can be much better.
You know, I built a 3 Musketeers deck and didn't put any teamworks in it. It played pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think.
And Corey said, wait a minute. they're made for teamwork. So I said, yeah, I know.
I mean, I wouldn't probably play a lot of teamworks with them either. They've got that one per deck, but I don't feel it's super effective.
It's kind of cool.
You're exchanging
if
a
you're
special
running
for a
teamworks,
teamwork.
it's good. Yeah, but if you're not running teamworks. All right, here is my reasoning for not running teamworks in the deck. Because you're playing any heroes, and every deck is going to have avoid one attack made by teamwork.
With confusion?
They're going to have a confusion in their deck. What if you just made that card unplayable? I don't have any teamwork, so every time they draw it, it's a dead card. That's what I'm thinking. And then the allies, because they neutered the teamwork so bad.
I mean, I can see reason to play the 6 and
the
7.
You could.
Did you guys play that?
Yeah.
Yes, but I didn't in my Three Musketeers deck. I didn't even have those in there. I wanted to make that one any hero card unplayable. And so every time my opponent would show me that's the last card they had in their hand, and I said, yeah, I don't run those. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
But just something I'm thinking. Michael says, good night, guys. It's late. It's like 5:30 now. He's in California. Good night, Michael. We'll see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. And Ricky says, isn't it awesome we were talking about new cards? Who'd have thunk it several years ago? Yeah, it is awesome. We've waited so long for this. Some of us have waited a very long time. Ricky's waited a couple of years.
I've only waited since January.
Yeah, you waited 6 whole months, 5 months. So there's just still a lot of things that we need to try out.
Yeah.
In my deck Friday night, I ran 2 allies.
Yeah.
I might have ran 3 allies because I did. I ran the 7 plus, that's a 2 to attack.
Yeah.
From King Arthur's 7 fighting. And then I ran 2 of the 5 or lesses that are 3. So I ran 3 instead of any teamworks.
Yeah.
No teamworks.
I really think Mina Harker's going to be strong too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jessica loves Mina Harker.
She can play open-handed and get a defensive negate.
Oh, Ricky, you played in the 90s? Wow. I didn't. Just incorrectly. I guarantee you everybody started playing the game incorrectly from the beginning. Some of the rules were not very straightforward. So we all struggled with that, Ricky. Joe Peter says, Ricky, so you play correctly now? Joe, he must. He was the number 1 seed coming out of Swiss. And, Justin made a really good point. He said, I have now finished second in my last 4 events.
How many times?
4. His last 4 events, he's finished second.
Every time?
Yep. He finished second Friday night. He finished second on Saturday. He finished second to you in the OP Cup. And I can't remember what the other one was.
He didn't finish second in
That's
Boston,
brutal.
I don't think.
Boston. No, I think, was there anything between the OP Cup and Friday night that he might have played it? Maybe he said 3, but he's stuck.
Or maybe he played Friday night.
One of Larry's. I bet it was one of Larry's events.
Oh, okay.
I bet he played.
Oh, yeah, he did. He played Joe, I think, and lost to Joe.
Yeah. Yep. I bet that's what it was in Pennsylvania, maybe. Yeah.
They're get-togethers or whatever.
Yep. So he's finished second 4 straight times. It's a good thing we're not taking turns on winning first, or it being Justin's turn, I think.
Did he choose to go first or second? He chose second, didn't he? Because he had 2 dupes.
Yeah.
He had a long shot and a dupe 5.
Yep.
Luckily, he played the 5 because he got another one the second hand.
Yeah.
He would have had 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Was he trying to pair those with those training cards?
Probably.
That's what he was trying to do.
I would assume.
Because you can play him offensively or defensively,
Did you
right?
notice him playing the 5 maybe combined with the universe
I didn't
card?
play him Saturday, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think he was trying to pair him with
I
a
only played
Makes sense though.
training ground.
I only
Yeah.
played in 2 hands, so I don't know either.
Because it gives you almost like a 9 or less for defense.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, Phil. Have a great week, buddy. Great playing you as well. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get to play you.
Yeah, it was great playing you, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor and
3
Jessica
times.
had fun.
Yeah.
Ricky said it's debatable whether he's playing correctly now or not. Mage says you can't look at your hand before choosing to go second. You have to decide before you draw.
Right.
Yep.
I think he chose second. Because I know he replaced the long shot.
Yes, he got to
Slash
redraw for
5.
1, and then I ventured 3 to let him redraw another card. Yeah, it was so much fun. I just had fun the whole weekend, even
Yeah.
when I was losing with the new cards.
Yeah.
I lost to Chris Rice on stream. They're recording for Friday night, and it's like, oh, great. Because, I mean, he just kicked my butt. Can't wait for them to post that one.
Me and Corey both lost to Carl back to back on the camera.
Ah.
Friday night?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah, back to back.
Well, I'm just proud of Corey Fish not beating both of them.
Yeah,
He did well.
he's doing great.
Yep. He was on a roll. He just has to concentrate. And Ricky says, I need to know some regional locations. Don't we all, buddy? Don't we all?
Yeah.
We need them. Right now, well, last week, PAX East had those guys so busy setting it up, getting there, setting it up. And then during the con, their booth was packed. So packed. So I think that was good that they were there. Some people were kind of saying, well, why are they there instead of not down in Texas? So I think it was good that they were there. And I think it'll be good that they're at Origins because that's where the gamers are.
Yeah.
Those are the people we want to reach and let them know, hey, this is coming. Or now this is here. And you didn't get in time for the Kickstarter. The stores are going to have it. Just bug your local stores. And May says, yeah, we're 2 months away from the first regional and still no info. Travel requires planning for sure. Stefan, there was no PAX East exclusive promo card. I think Joe said last week they didn't get them in time, but every convention that they're at going forward from there, they will have a promo card. I don't know if it's the same promo card at every con or not, or if it's exclusive to that con.
Where are they going next? Any idea?
I think Origins is next, and they will have promo cards at Origins.
King Arthur alt foil, I heard.
Man, wouldn't that be awesome if they do a King Arthur? Oh man! I asked them if they could get me a King Arthur exclusive for Champ of Champs, and at that time they said, no, we don't have any artwork for King Arthur available to make an exclusive like that. But I would love it. Kind of like the pint glasses, which, if you're curious, guys, I have reached out to Paul at Gamma to see if I can get some pint glasses. He has not replied yet, but that's not unusual for Paul because Paul is almost a one-man army for making sure Origins gets pulled off on time and everything runs smoothly. He has help, but he ends up bearing a lot of the load. If I called him on the phone, he would probably take the call, but I know how busy he is, and I really don't want to do that to him. I'm just going to let him reply to the email whenever he gets a chance. And hopefully the reply is, Doug, thanks for asking. Added your order to the order. You're all set. Send me a check. I'm hoping anyways. He's just that kind of guy that I think he would do that.
All right, we better get Noor home so he can show up Friday night.
All right, but first I have to thank, I got to thank Ricky. He says, I will draw you an alternate art King Arthur. Thank you, Ricky. Are you going to foil it out for me too?
Will it look as cartoony as the other version?
Well, yeah. That's a good question,
Yeah,
Ricky. Will it look as cartoony?
Have your rich boss draw it, please.
Have your artistic bot draw it. Hey guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. Noor, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
And Phil,
Yeah.
thanks for showing up on time.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, as always, right. We'll see you all next week. Look at that, 21 likes. You guys are awesome. You guys have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Say good night.
Good night, guys. See you.
Uh-oh.
We're froze.
Yeah.
Industry.
Peaked at 27.